Okay, so Arman, good morning, and this is Khalil. So my first question is, what are some of the most common types of energy efficiency upgrades?
Um, it will depend on the type of the facility, but in general, the way we usually visualize what's common or not is where the energy is consumed the most. The common general characteristics across facilities, energy gets consumed in HVAC, which is heating, ventilation, air conditioning, main building services, energy consumed in lighting, energy consumed in general power. So in order to address and reduce where the energy is consumed the most, basically the most common things would be lighting upgrades, would be optimization of the main heating, ventilation, air conditioning plant. It would be upgrade of the plant components. It would be improvement of the building envelope to reduce that plant consumption. And the last resort, after you would have optimized all, it would be basically to offset what's left by implementing solar PV. This in general is the most common, I would say, things you would do for most types of the facilities, but they also vary. So for an industrial facility, your processes could be what consumes most. This is what we address with some of the uncommon energy conservation measures.
Okay, thank you for giving us the different common types of energy efficiency upgrades. Now, in relation to the first question, of course, we would like to ask, can you give us the not so common examples of
Hmm.
energy efficiency upgrades?
Sure. So this is, by the word uncommon, I usually describe them because they could be specific to certain types of facilities or could be not very common in terms of how frequent they occur. But in general, improvement to the plant and processes is kind of uncommon. ECNs, reflected heat paint. The reason I say uncommon, contrary to the misconception is basically it's not something you would apply to every facility. You've got to have the right characteristics to make it work. Um, Power factor correction, it is labeled as energy saving measure, but it's actually not. It's a cost saving measure. It's common for certain facilities, uncommon for other type of facilities. Laundry, ozone treatments specific to certain hospitality facilities may not be common to other type of facilities, and so forth. There are also a wider range of examples when it comes to actually purpose-built equipment like steam boilers in a hospital. It's easily negligible item by standard auditors in the industry who don't focus on it. But when you look, say, in a facility like a hospital environment, looking at lighting, looking at solar, it's very common, sometimes considered low-hanging fruit. You have to dig deeper. You have to look at the sterilization processes, the steam generation behind it, which may not be commonly done in the industry, but there are ways of saving energy in that aspect. There is also the building management upgrades. A common thing is to optimize building management systems. Uncommon or misperceived thing is actually to upgrade it. Sometimes pushing the boundary of a control system that's been there for 5, 10 years may not be very fruitful. And it could be also a good idea just to upgrade it and focus on what you're trying to achieve.
All right, thank you very much, Arman.